So we're here in Morven on day 2 of our tour through Western Queensland. We arrived in Charleville yesterday afternoon, and our first port of call was to meet with the Mayor and 3 of the councillors at the Merway Shire Council. We had a tremendous meeting with them, listening to their concerns and some of the issues that are confronting the constituents of the Shire. Last night we met with a number of our local members and had a lovely dinner at the Charleville RSL, meeting with our LNP members and hearing about their concerns for Western Queensland. So here we are this morning, about 10 k's west of Morven, having a look at the exclusion fence.
Well, that's right, Gary. We heard yesterday from the Merway Regional Council how important this type of investment is, and we've seen that the Commonwealth put considerable dollars into the exclusion fencing right across Western Queensland. So I thought it was a good opportunity while we're on our regional tour to have a look at structurally what it is, but also, as we heard yesterday, what it means to communities out here.
Well, just how important it is. We heard from the council yesterday just how important the farmers, how important this fence is to the farmers' livelihoods out here, and how critical it is that the exclusion fence gets rolled out further and further.
That's right. The sheep producers in Western Queensland will benefit from this, and if they benefit, the smaller communities like Charleville that we were in last night and Morven that we're heading to in a few moments' time, they'll reap the benefits in years to come.
We stopped in Morven. We've just signed up a new member, Dave, who has been a great support of the LNP over the last couple of elections. He works here in a local mechanics business. We've just met with Dave and he's going to be joining the LNP, our first new member on this trip that we're having through Western Queensland. We are on Friday morning in Chinchilla, having had a couple of very constructive days meeting party members and members of the local community out here in Western Queensland.
The first leg of the trip was out in Charleville, where I picked up David, Cynthia and Gary, and it was a good opportunity to see our members on the ground in Charleville, but also to meet with the local council, being the Merway Shire Council, whose issues are sparse, and they are across communities in Western Queensland. We heard from them about the importance of continuing flood mitigation. We heard from that community about what the investment of the exclusion fence, the Commonwealth investment and the state government investments that are going into exclusion fencing, what that will have impact on for the long-term security of many of those communities. And we stopped between Charleville and Morven so that the two fellows here could, touch and feel and have a look at what an exclusion fence is and explain again structurally what the benefits are, but long-term for a community, what the likes of Morven in this example will reap in years to come.
Yesterday morning from Roma, we went through Glenmorgan into Biandara, where we met with Wendy and Jerry, a couple of the local LNP members out there. And in Glenmorgan, we met with John, who runs a vintage car museum. We heard firsthand from the locals the issues that affect them out there, and it's largely revolving around transport and a bit of tourism, the issues they're facing, and it's no more prevalent than it is right now in the middle of harvest season. So the locals there were very, very gracious to show us around, and there's some real hidden assets in these towns that really people who go past would never know they're there. A really interesting thing we saw yesterday was how many of the locals out in Meandara and Glenmorgan area were so passionate about their towns that when businesses would fall over, fail or close, that there's just this propensity to come in and take over these businesses to make sure that they flourish for future generations. So it's a real example of people really pulling up their own socks and looking after their own communities, dipping into their own back pockets. So great to see, just a great tenacity out here.
Look, I think it's really important that Gary and Dave have been out on the ground here. Living in South West Queensland, we know the issues out here, but it's not until you get on the ground and meet with the locals, the business people, the local chambers of commerce, our local councils and of course our LNP members that you really do understand it. So I appreciate that Dave and Gary have jumped on board on this particular trip. And I look forward to the other ones that we're organising next year, where it'll be a unique experience for me, not coming from those particular areas, to understand the complexities of the issues that we face right across regional Queensland.
So we're just commencing the final day now of our trip out here in southwestern Queensland. We go through Dalby later on this morning before we finish up in Toowoomba this evening for a testimonial dinner for Ian McFarlane. It's been a great couple of days, and on behalf of the two Vice Presidents and myself, Dave and Cam, I'd really like to thank all of the members in Western Queensland who have taken the time to meet with us over the last couple of days and explain to us just exactly what it is that makes this place tick and the issues that are confronting them as they go forward.